So in Jazz Piano Daily 137, today we are going to focus on quartal piano voicings for an advanced sound, right? We're going to be mostly focusing on our minor quartal voicings today, but I will show you other quartal voicings in upcoming lessons. All right, so let's take a look at the music here. Let me just go ahead and play it for you, and then we will break it down, right? So, whoops, let me do that again. It's all right. So when I'm improvising over C minor, see how I can use any of these quartals? All right, so what is this sound that I'm doing? In the left hand here, I am playing quartals. A quartal is just two stacked fourths, right? So if I start on C and I go up a fourth to F, and then if I go from F up a fourth to B flat, those are quartals. Another way of checking yourself is start on a note and count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half steps, and then from that note, count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half steps. Play them together, that's a quartal. I would suggest practicing these, just moving up chromatically like this. This is a great exercise to do up and down the keyboard. Okay, now for minor chords, the quartals that work the best are really built on the root, built on the 11th, and built on the 5th. Okay, so when I say built on the root, I mean that the bottom note is the root and you build up from there. I always build bottom up when I think of my quartal voicings, right? And I'm going to put a little asterisk next to these. This is really, I guess I can't put an asterisk. Oh, there we go. This is really, these are my favorite ones, the ones built on the root, the 11th, and on the 5th. Okay, and remember the 11th is the same thing as the 4th, right? Whoops. Well, something's getting funky here. All right, so anyway, built on the root, the 11th, or the 5th. So built on the root, it's C, F, and B flat. Built on the 11th, it's F, B flat, and E flat. So you see how you have the 11th of the chord, the 7th, and then also the 3rd. And then built on the 5th, you have the 5th, the root, and the 11th. I can also build it on the 9th as well, but this one is a little bit, a little funkier because when you play this, if the bass player is playing the C down there, there's a little bit of a conflict. So if you do this kind of as passing, then it's not so bad. You can use it, and you could also utilize it as part of your improvisation as well. So if you want to use it in the right hand, that's why I have it listed here. Now, can you get around and play some other quartals as well? Yeah, you could kind of tweak them a little bit, but these are the ones that you really want to get down. You could also play it on your 6th as well, but sometimes you might not want the 6th in your chord voicing. But if you're playing a minor 6, well, then you could use that quartal as well. Now, something that's important to note here is when I play this quartal, and it's just C, F, and B flat, I know many of you are going to think, well, wait a second, how is that a C minor 7 chord when there's no 3rd in there? Okay? Yes. In jazz, a lot of times we will play chord voicings that, even though this is a C minor 7, this works over a C minor 7 chord, I'm not playing all of the notes of the chord. Why would we do that? A little bit of ambiguity, right? Open up the listener's ears a little bit. Also, do you hear how this quartal sound really gets this real kind of neat modern sound? Versus when I do this, or versus when I do this. Right, my block chords. So if I'm looking for that nice modern sound, these quartal voicings really fit the bill quite nicely. All right, so the exercise here is, right, so first of all, let's get the right hand. It's literally just going right up the pentatonic scale. You already know the fingering. You could do your own fingering, but what I'm doing here is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah. Or you could do this as well. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whichever one you want. I kind of like the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how I'll change my fingering here on this. Like before I was saying 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, right? But depending on the line, I might alter the fingering because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Why do that when I can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4? The next line here is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. And that's the rhythm. Ba triple la di ba. So nice and slow. And again, I'm not in love with this 9th chord right here, with the quartal built on the 9th. Right? There's a good amount of tension that's created there, right? Right? So I'm not in love with that, but it's good for the exercise. So you could play around with this. Let's do it again. Whoops. See if I take the 9th one out. All right, so there's all different ways in which you could practice this and have a lot of fun with this, and I suggest that you do that. Again, if you don't like the sound of the quartal built on the 9th, just take it out. All right, you can just get rid of that one altogether and instead just stay on the C. So anyway, have fun with these quartals, and we're going to start to do some other stuff with this pentatonic and start moving outside of the harmony and stuff. So I think you'll look forward to the future lessons that we're going to do in this. So anyway, I'll see you in the next lesson. To get the first 45 pages of music for free, just go back to jazzpianodaily.com. If you liked the video, please be sure to click the like button and also subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. To watch the rest of the lessons in this series, just click on the playlist to the right of this arrow. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.